Hello everybody, welcome to Sky Saga, a new game that I thought all of you would love to hear about because it's very Trove-like, and I know I got a lot of Trove fans still out there. I hope I don't forget to say anything throughout this video. Round 2 for me, round 2. Because there's some issues I'll talk about in a minute. Let's hop right into the game. This is my character. I'm in the picture mode right now. I can take some screenshots of myself, but I won't keep them. And this is my crash site, or home world, or club world's equivalent. I'm not going to talk about Trove too much in this video. It's probably going to come up a couple times, but I'm going to make a whole separate video on Sky Saga vs. Trove. Sky Saga, for one thing, is not done yet. This is alpha number 7, very early on in development. Keep that in mind throughout the video. But anywho, so this is the world that I have complete control over. Other people can come visit. This is pretty much how I found it. I didn't build this awesome decrepit tower with the vines and everything. That would be cool, but I didn't do it. All I've done is really place some chests and sort of prepare for a big build, but we're not going to be touching on that for at least a few more videos because I got to gear up even more. So I guess the big takeaway compared to Trove is that this game is largely focused on progression and quite a different style of exploration. So with that in mind, let's go on our first adventure. That's what they're called. It's called going on an adventure. Not necessarily an adventure world, although I don't think that would be too bad of a description either. We are basically going to be plopped into a not procedurally generated world, because it actually doesn't add more as you walk. It's just a set world, but it is a randomly generated world where other people may or may not be walking around, and we have to go on an adventure, and it is going to be very different than that you'd see in Trove, and let's find out why. I'm choosing the Arctic because it fits my quests. My quests are in the upper left right there. If we throw this in here, we should see that the door opens. That was a, what do they call them, keystones? And that was an Arctic keystone, so there's white particles going on right now, and the white door opens, and oh my god, it's time to go to the portal! And there's a loading screen here, so I'm gonna cut, and there's no cool effects, it's just a fade out, so I'll see when we get there. Alright everybody, we're here in our winter wonderland. It's awesome. Awesome. Randomly generating some places up there in the sky. I see some structures out here in front of us, over there to the left. And we have a map up in the upper right. One thing I want to note before I get into this is that the penguins are adorable. Yes, they are. But actually, what I wanted to say is that in the hotbar, you can see I have number 1 selected, which is sword and shield. I actually have the wrong things equipped. Whoops, that's okay. I should use I have a sword that performs better in this biome, and I accidentally forgot to switch to it before we headed out, but that's not going to be too big of a deal, I hope. Then I'm using the same sword for number 2 and a torch. That's kind of how it works. It's dual wielding, and it's just sort of like you're picking the pairs of items to use. So I don't actually have, you can see that the sword appears 3 times in my hotbar. I don't actually have 3 swords. I only have the 1. It's just I'm choosing in my my presets on the hotbar to include it in multiple ones. I have found that to be so helpful, so very helpful. I'm liking that a lot. Okay, so I'll be honest with you, those buildings are definitely going to be important. It's one of the main reasons why you come to the places like this, because they hold bad guys and also loot. So I guess we should head there first. But I'm mainly looking for caves because one of my quests is to kill 20 wolves, and I'm just a few wolves shy of actually completing that. Whoa, did this just freeze into ice? What is that? I guess it's turning nighttime, so I guess that's a fog rolling in. That's really cool. I've never even seen that. I wonder what that looks like in first person. That's right. We can switch to first person, and it's gone. Oh, it's coming back, and it's gone. Very cool. I like that a lot. I hadn't seen that. And there's a wolf right there, so let's actually back out. I definitely prefer combat in third person, I should say. Whoa, where'd he go? He fell down there. so we can charge up our sword swing. I know this is a terrible camera angle. Let's get out of this little cave. Of course, you're gonna get little oddities like this with randomly generated stuff. All right, this is not a great example. Can't see what I'm doing. Can't see what I'm doing down there. Get out of the dang hole and check out the outpost. Who's that? Oh, there's rabbits. I won't kill the rabbits. They're too cute. All right, who do we got here? Aha! Hurrah! Jumping lunge. That does by far the most damage, and also, but it also takes the most stamina, and I believe it takes the most durability off your weapon as well. So we're clearing this outpost. One of the things you're gonna notice is that despite the fact that I'm a couple levels in here, I'm not jumping and flying around the map like Trove. And so it's a completely different feel. Not as rushed at all. Scout boots. 40, 37, 6%. So this is probably actually gonna be better for us here if we equip that. It's probably, yeah, it's very close to breaking. So I'm gonna hold on to our other boots and we'll take everything here. And there's still an element of loot. That's important. Everybody loves the loot. Is that a chest in there? I think it is. Let's build our way over there. And actually building, I find building to be much, but whoops, wrong thing. Much better with the first person mode. One of the things I'm gonna tell you right now, I love the building mechanics more. Look, that block on the ground that I'm looking at right now, not the one with the highlight, but the one all the way down on the ground. I can't reach that. So obviously I'm not trying to place it there. I'm trying to place it next to this block. It's so smart. It's so smart. And I've been complaining forever about a certain other game that isn't smart. Or at least I don't think it's that smart when it comes to building. Alright, let's take all that stuff. So, you'll notice the loot we're getting here in this chests, they don't look like much. It's not all that exciting. Well, it's not all that exciting, but it's not supposed to be the same. I'm not checking them for stats. I'm not comparing them against my gear because it's not really gear. To find gear is pretty rare and pretty awesome, but pretty rare. This game, it's all about the crafting and the progression and unlocking recipes on how to get your gear better and then choosing your equipment loadout to whoa! Oh, that's another player. Is it? Yeah, that's not an NPC, that's another player. You can't attack him. Scared me for a second. Whew. So, the world is pretty small. We're seeing the outskirts. If we kept swimming out to this edge here, pretty soon we'd come across a space where we actually couldn't swim any farther. That island out there is not reachable. So don't be fooled. Let's take out the torch. I love the dynamic lighting. I can get the game to look a little better, but actually I was recording at a full 1080p and full settings before, and I was unable to accurately, or not, I was unable to capture things without a jitteriness in areas that had high counts of blocks that had lots of detail in them. Like, for example, the vines here. When there were a lot of those, it didn't work out. So I lowered the settings and a couple other stuff. Oh. Okay. He's getting that chest. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, if there's... Yeah, he didn't take my stuff in there. This is pretty rare. An alcove. I don't think we really need that, but... It's alright. I'm tempted to see if there's fall... I've never been able to see if there's fall damage in the water. Oh, there absolutely is. Let's eat a pumpkin. Heal ourselves a bit from that. So, I'm definitely gonna need to find more caves. So before we head into the basement, because that's probably the main quest line right there, heading into the basement. Yes, there is a main quest line in here. There's a boss battle. You gotta find the right dungeon. It's not a matter of moving from dungeon to dungeon in Infinite World. It's a matter of exploring this one through very humble means. Oh yes, exactly what I wanted. Right, and what I mean by that is that I don't have any wings, I don't have any boats, not flying on dragons. Did he kill that? Oh no. Oh, I don't think I got credit for that kill. I also have another quest about getting crystals. So let's see if we can find crystals spawn in caves. See if we can find any. Aha! This guy's really interested in adventuring with us. I don't blame him. We're pretty cool. We're pretty cool. And the cave goes on. There's gonna be a boss battle. Alright, let's get some swings in. Ah, I killed it. Didn't get credit for it. Alright, let's do the boss first so that we can actually get credit for some of these kills. And then we will come back and get these crystals once we have the time. This is a deep cave. Eventually we're gonna come across the big bad wolf. Wow, this is huge. These are... Oh, there's a wolf. See how it's bigger? It's not a whelp, it's a wolf. I don't know the difference. Combat with melee. Here, let's get this shield out. I've actually never used the shield. I crafted it at the end of my first attempt at recording this video. So this is new for me. Let's see. Come at me. I can't tell if I actually blocked anything. I do really need these kills. Great! We did it. We did it. Let's collect the loot from these suckers. Aha, that's an important piece of loot right there. Oh, this is important too. Let's zoom in here. I'm wondering if this is sharing this ore between us. It didn't look like it was, but I didn't really get the chance to pay attention too quickly. Okay, so real quick, going to untrack the wolves quest there. Okay, and this is perfect. I'm just gonna take a quick second here. We can continue to talk about the game, but I'm just gonna take a quick second to pull up some of these crystals. Very important to my questing. And let's see, which way did we come from? This way. Where's the room with so many of them in it? Yeah, this one. Alright, let's get some of the colors I don't think I've gotten before. Not that it really matters. So there is a hub world that I'm gonna show you at the end of the video. I'm not showing it to you now because, to be honest, it's probably my least favorite part of the game. It's very overwhelming. It's overstimulating, and yet not a lot of information there. Or at least not a lot of information that is, at this point, presented well, in my opinion. There's a lot of NPCs and traders and merchants. What? You never really need to use them, as far as I can tell, except in rare cases when you get lucky. And also there's some dialogue to go along with quests. I would put dialogue in quotes because it's reading text, and I don't think your character says anything. And the text is quite long and the font is quite small. I've actually scaled down the UI in the settings to be about half its normal size, so you can imagine how much real estate the map and the questing and the hotbar would all take. But as a side effect, I would be surprised if you guys would be able to. I don't think that's plenty, right? I think that's enough. Let's get out of here. I would be surprised if you guys could easily read the text on the UI. So I don't know. I think less image, more text would be the way I'm leaning, but I'm not really sure. So we've pretty much done almost everything you could ever want to do. Did we just come out of this one? Or is this a separate cave? Is this a different cave? Hold on. Yeah, we just came out of that one, right? So let's head into this cave. Every randomly generated world has one. Whoa! Whoa, did he just move? Let's give it a nice charged up swing here. I think this is the right cave because it has a different type of enemy in it. Oh, we're out of stamina. That's gonna make us much less effective of a fighter. It doesn't really matter if that guy goes on to complete the main dungeon because the boss respawns. And there is loot that we should try to get. Okay, let's see. I would be doing so much better if I had that other sword. That's alright. It's not really a matter of winning or not at this point. It's kind of a matter of this is the lowest level world there is, least amount of variety, and least intimidating enemies. just so you are aware. Okay, this is not the room I'm looking for, although it does contain a great selection of crystals. I'm looking for one that has a special kind of ore. The ore that you use to make the keystones that we used to teleport here in the first place. I have plenty, but if you don't continuously get more... Hey look, a new place. A quarry. Interesting. If you don't continuously get more, eventually you will run out. And then I'm not even sure what you would do in that situation, because you can't go on any more adventures. Okay, there's that person again. Let's just go ahead. I can show you that some other time. It's not that important. Like I said, I have plenty. So let's head on it. Whoa! What kind of weapon is this person using? A sword? Okay, that's what I'm using too. There are bows. I do have bows. They're just on the verge of breaking. This is a campfire. Check this out. Let's talk about this for just a quick second. So you can craft campfires like this. When you see it's got a blue flame and brown logs and sort of greenish rocks, I would say. That's because if I wanted to craft this same fire, I would go to the recipe for campfire right here. And I would put in green rocks, and I would put in brown logs, and I would put in a torch. And that would determine everything about this fire to make it look like this. I've built fires with white logs and red rocks, and the rocks come out to be red, and the logs are white, and the flame is a white color as well. So, or some other color. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that the way that this game has customization, which I think is infinitely better over Trove, is that you might get the recipe for a pot like this one, but all the colors, the main color, the accent color, and even a third color, maybe like the handle color right there, all those colors are customizable based on when you craft it, what color the resources were. So when we entered this world, we saw there was snow on top. Well, if we dug beneath that snow, we would find a certain color of rocks, and we would find a certain color tree trunks in the trees. Oops, I'm swinging at the wrong person here. And if we went into a new adventure world, even if it was an Arctic world, it would be completely different. Stone color and wood color and sand color and gravel color. It's all different. If we go into the desert biome, we could get an orange desert, we could get a yellow desert, we could get a red desert. If we go into the forest biome, we might have lime green grass, we might have dark green grass. I've even seen orange and yellow and red forests, like autumn colors. And okay, you need to leave so I can do that. I don't know why it's stopping me. He's not taking the same loot I am. He's getting a different set of loot, which makes it kind of silly. I have to wait for him to be done. Okay, we're already full up on inventory. That's a bummer. I'm gonna start dropping some stuff that we won't need. It's fine, it's fine. Let's keep going. Oh, hello? Let's go in here. Is there anything in there? There's lots of hidden secrets all over the place. Okay, that's a way down. Let's not necessarily go there. Oh, that's a way down too. Let's try it out. I'm wondering if this is one giant detour that might have lots of chests in it. I definitely love to explore every inch. It's important. Definitely don't want mushrooms. Mushrooms are a type of food, and we have 30 pumpkins on us right now, which is plenty of food. We shouldn't need any more food, and I have plenty of food back on my floating island. Whoa! Didn't see you there. Oh, here's the staircase, I think. Ow. Just parroting back what my player says. Ow. Break this down. Nothing in there. So this was where we just were, right? That's the yeah. Cool. Okay, good. So we didn't miss anything. That's the important part. Oh, I don't need those. I would rather have wooden logs. So all these special types of logs and stuff, they all are used in the same crafting recipes. If it calls for wooden log, any of these wooden logs are gonna do, and they're all gonna work fine, but they're gonna change something about the item that you're making visually, which I think is super neat. I guess I don't really necessarily need blue, whoa! 2 blue fabric sheets. I'm doing alright considering I'm equipped for the forest. All my armor is for the forest and all my my sword is for the forest as well. Get wrecked! Ah, taking my chest. I got your back, buddy. You take that chest. Oh, I let him get hit. I failed you. All right, you take him on. I'm gonna take these. A blue pelt. That's fine. That's fine. I guess I don't really care if I don't get this stuff because mostly we can craft it as well if we have to. All right, here we are at the next campfire. Whoa. Okay, so I definitely counted that I slept here because it gives a checkpoint. It definitely counted because I spawned right back. But I did crash right there. It's probably the second time I've crashed in, I don't know, maybe 10 hours of gameplay. Maybe that's a lot. So here's the boss. He looks like a jerk. He just got hit in the back. He's got a shield. Shield guys are always the worst. There's like two-handed weapon guys. There's ranged weapon guys, and then there's shield guys. It's kind of the way it works. Oh, and then I guess there's the rogue guys, which have which are dual wielding, kind of like. Oh, I guess I was gonna say kind of like I do, but that's not true anymore because I got this shield. Let's try it out on this guy. Here, take a swing at me. Oh, that's a strong hit. It's gonna break my shield. All right, try again. Swing at me again. I want to see if I can. No, don't do that. He's smart. Maybe I have to... Oh, that was cool. We did something there. Let's just take a couple swings at his back. Again, the jumping swing is where it is at. Can break through shields. Okay! Cool. Now here comes kind of a tricky part. We have to figure out something to toss so we can pick that up right there. I say we probably don't need 2 snow blocks. So that's important. We're going to talk about that thing in just a second. And let's open up this big old chest right here. Took it all except for the cyan pelt. Now, cyan is a color I don't see too often, so I'm going to actually pick that up. I will pick that up. And I'm going to swap it out for... something not important. We only have one of these wolf teeth, but I don't pick those up very often, so I feel like I should take it. Now, if we have chillwood logs, getting chillwood planks isn't too big of a deal. So maybe we should just toss those. Pick up cyan. Alright, so we didn't find that special cave that gives us the right crystals to come back here if we ever need to. Which is a little unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie. Suddenly I can't open the chest again. Okay, but let's go in here. Ta-da! Alright everybody, so I'm going to press F, and I'm going to... I've put everything away in my chest. See, I've got my crystals, because that's for the quest. I've got this amber we got from the boss fight, that's important. Everything else is all cleaned up and ready to go. Alright, so I'm going to press F. I'm going to look here. We've got my home island. That's where we are right now. There's a battle arena for PvP. Haven't tried it. That's on my to-do list. We have a build-off, which looks like a PvP, player versus player, but it's all in a creative build challenge. Don't really know how that works. I wonder if it's like the Minecraft minigame. But anyways, then there's the City of Light. Socialize, shop, and find quests. I'm gonna head there. Just prepare yourself. Like I said, it's a little overwhelming. My eyes. No, okay, it's not that bad. I definitely overhyped it. It's not bad, but look, this is like another player, right? And you can see he's got this big metal thing, and each of the merchants has these different icons, and it's just, the map is kind of cluttered. It's kind of hard to know what's happening here. It took forever. None of them really gives information. The glowing pulse around that indicates that I have a quest to do there. That took me forever to even notice that that was happening, let alone what it actually meant. But let's go ahead and we'll head there first. This is important. So this is the main quest giver for exploring the adventure quest right there. So okay, click that, hit that. And actually, if we take a look here, okay, so we had some leftover crystals. Not bad, not bad. Let's see. So what did that give us? I guess that gave us experience. I guess, I don't really know. Doesn't really explain too much. Maybe it did in the block of text that I completely skipped through because I'm every game player ever and do not want to read a whole paragraph unless it is beautifully and expertly voice acted, perhaps. These is where you get quests all related to building and stuff like that. I have yet to do many of them. I'm actually going to take that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that because I can actually do all of those for sure. So next time I come here, I'll check that. This individual is what if you get a recipe you don't want, you go to them. It's not who I'm looking for. So if you find a recipe to do like craft a blue chair, you can get one of the harder to get currencies out of handing back that recipe right there. So if we actually shop here, we can actually get recipes. There are 5 recipes, and then in 17 hours it'll cycle to a new set of 5. That's why the shops aren't too useful, because they barely have anything. This is generic resource trader, and you can actually see if I buy these, what currency does that use? I've got plenty of that. Let's just buy that as an example, right? So I bought that, and actually I just got a level because my quest was, I had a quest to turn those in. Interestingly enough, was Tidewood another one? Let's check here. Was Tidewood another one? Inkwood. No, it wasn't Tidewood. So let's actually go turn this quest in right now. Yeah, that was easy. So I just got lucky there that the quest I had to do also happened to have something in the shop. Quest complete. All right. Now, the one thing I really want to show you guys before we head out for today is, have you seen what an adventure looks like? You've seen what the world looks like. You've seen what my home world looks like right now. Let's go ahead and, actually, what did they call it? It wasn't home world. Home island. This Tao Ying, awesome staff there. You can hear it when other players do it, but you give Home Ying this, it rolls a random item to give it, contains a random quantity of one kind of raw material. That's because the one we got was for raw material. If you go to higher level worlds, you might get one that doesn't give you something as lame as 10 blocks, but rather possibly something as amazing as like a recipe for something that you didn't have already. Or I actually got a rare chest piece on my first roll, which was amazing, and I've been unkillable pretty much ever since because of that. Wow, I've got the hiccups, and it's the worst time. Every time I get the hiccups a lot when I talk a lot. Okay, so yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. This is a cool little boat right here. Door's blocked. Okay. That's a floating propeller attached to nothing. I bet you I can can't touch it. Oh, I could touch it. Oh, okay. Alright, that's it for today, everybody. I look forward to more videos, including one in-depth discussion, mostly, about the differences and similarities between this game and Trove. This is in early alpha. I believe I can post a referral link down below, and you can automatically get accepted because I have linked you I think that's the way it's gonna work. Haven't really looked into that, but otherwise you can apply to be accepted. I got accepted in maybe 2 weeks or just a few days. It wasn't that long before I got accepted into it, so hopefully you guys can too. And I will see you guys in the next episode.